Huddle Up Podcast is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? We will get to Major League Baseball, but saw a hockey story pop up. The Vegas Golden Knights president, Bill Foley, was a guest on Las Vegas KSHP Radio last Wednesday. He revealed a few things on the show. Foley said that the NHL is likely going to have a Canadian division this upcoming year, saying, I don't think the border is going to be open before January 1st. Canada's got spikes going on. They're going to lock down again. Winnipeg's locking down. Quebec has spikes going down. I think they're going to play a Canadian division. I don't think they're going to cross the border. Canadian division would mean that there would be 7 teams: the Calgary Flames, Edmonton Oilers, Montreal Canadiens, Ottawa Senators, Toronto Maple Leafs, Vancouver Canucks, and Winnipeg Jets would play each other. Montreal Gazette's Pat Hickey had also reported that as a possibility back in September. Hickey also hypothesized that the league could realign divisions for this upcoming year to adjust to the all Canadian division. He crafted up 3 other divisions as well. Division 1 being the Bruins, Sabres, Devils, Islanders, Rangers, Flyers, Penguins, and Capitals. The second division being the Hurricanes, Blackhawks, Blue Jackets, Red Wings, Panthers, Predators, Blues, and Lightning. And then the third division would be the Anaheim Ducks, Arizona Coyotes, Avalanche, Stars, Kings, Wild, Sharks, and the Golden Knights. During the interview, Bill Foley also revealed he believes the season would start on February 1st, a month later than the NHL's current announced target date of January 1st. And that's the thing, like not only with the NHL, of course, the NBA, these sports that have not started back up, have not announced any plans on exactly when they will start. The NHL, like I said, targeting January 1st, but that date is a moving target. I've seen some hypotheses that the NHL season, although Commissioner Gary Bettman said they want to play a full 82 games, could be reduced to somewhere around the mid-60s, mid-50s, or even high 40 games before a Stanley Cup playoffs. Because ultimately the goal after this upcoming season for like the NHL and the NBA is to start the 2021-2022 season as close to normal as possible, as hopefully, dear God, life begins to resemble something that looks like what we remember normal to be. But I thought this was really interesting, to see, because that was the big tipping point in the NHL restart. Was for the playoffs this year was getting it to a place where teams could be, and I don't think you're going to be able to see people crossing borders by any frequency. So you could see a situation where this Canadian division plays each other, and then depending what the situations are, maybe a bubble for the playoffs next season as well. But the realigned division, for me, whatever it takes. I mean, honestly, at this point, to get an NHL product on the ice, I'm all for it. The bubble situations they had. I get you're not going to be able to do that for a full season. But whatever it takes to get it on the ice and get a season full 82 games or not, I'm all here for it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a lot of hypotheticals. It's a lot to.
We did have a home run here. We did have a home run here in the World Series. So the a Keimer home run. So the Rays are now down only 2-1, and Kershaw just passed Smoltz for the most postseason strikeouts. Jake doesn't seem too upset by that.
No, I mean, he's a big Rays supporter down here, though. He's bought in, and why not? I mean, I have no problem if they want to win. I don't know. It's just going to get real old as Tom starts winning games, I think. Other than that, I mean, if it's going to happen, why not happen a few blocks from me, I guess. I mean, the Rays, with that payroll difference, everybody loves an underdog. So Jake giving us that, also pointing out that the free taco in effect, we had our stolen base. So
Yes.
Steal a base, steal a taco.
Is that tomorrow? When do you get the free taco? Is it tomorrow?
They'll announce it. All the stipulations said they'll announce the date. All you got to do is be there by 11:59 p.m. on that date.
I got time.
I would imagine. So we got time. We got all the time in the world to wait for that Locos taco. But hockey wise, I think like you said, anything to get it going. I don't know. I don't know what the scenarios all really play out. It's all very confusing. I think an all-Canadian kind of division and kind of trying to play around the border seems a little strange to me. I'd like to see, and maybe it'd be a scenario where if you split up the divisions like that, maybe you could do a shortened season, and like this year where they did kind of like a play-in round. Maybe you could expand and maybe do a partial kind of round-robin season in a bubble, that kind of thing. Take a quick breather, get everybody into a bubble, maybe make it more than the 16 teams, maybe even stretch it to 24, eliminate a part of it. I don't know how you want to do it, but if you can get it back into a bubble, it's asking these players a lot, though, less than a year later to get back into a bubble. A lot of these guys, came out to families and kids, and I'm not going to lie to you, if I was sitting pretty low in that rankings and my team, I wasn't so sure we had a shot at that Stanley Cup in my mind, I'd consider opting out like some players did. So it's going to get real interesting because obviously nothing's going away, at least not from what I can see. And, I'm just hoping they can find a solution and something that works and it goes as well as it did last time.
Sure. Matt.
Yeah, I mean, the bubble is certainly out of the window next time around if they want to do a full season. So, it comes down to what do these teams have to play for. And if they don't, then I certainly do see them, kind of opting out. I don't necessarily like the division the Flyers are in, but it kind of is what it is when it comes down to that. And so it would be nice. It'd be interesting to see because, about the time they're projecting is right about when football will be ending. So it's kind of a good grace period for sports fans if we're able to just jump right back into another sport. But cautiously optimistic, I guess, is what I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of been the the kind of safe play all around as we've gone through all of this, and obviously the world situation is going to dictate whether things return, when they return, how they return. So the best advice for fans is just be smart and do the smart things you got to do to help the situation. Huddle Up Podcast is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? World Series underway tonight. Starting the bottom of the fifth here, 2-1 Dodgers, who are the home team in the series. Did the
National League win the All-Star game this year?
I like that. Classic. One of the dumbest, just the absolute dumbest ways to determine home field in a. But I'm glad they did away with that anyway, even before all the shenanigans that have been 2020. But yeah, Rays and Dodgers. I think for me, I was just most happy that the Astros, much like most baseball fans, the Astros didn't make it to the World Series.
More so happy the Braves didn't make it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have a dog in the fight either way in that one, but not really a big Braves fan myself either. But my big thing was, and the Astros kept going and kept going. And I'm like, come on, are you like seriously? The team that shouldn't even be in the postseason is marching towards the World Series, but they ended up not making it. So, for me, I being an AL East fan of the Orioles, I guess I'm kind of pulling for the Dodgers, but like I have no reason to hate the Rays. It's not like the Yankees or Red Sox or even Blue Jays, really. So,
Jim, if you're an AL East fan, you're a fan of all.
Well, that is true. As a friend of ours, well, not a friend of ours, but somebody we know, an acquaintance at best, that we know likes to play that card. That because he's a Braves fan, but an AL East fan. He's a
Big Ten.
He's
fan.
a Big Ten fan, but he's an Ohio State and a Penn State fan. He's like one of those guys that just kind of latches on wherever. So by that, he's a shitty sports fan. Is what. I'm with Jake Boo this man. But yeah, for me, I guess I'm pulling for the Dodgers, but I'm just gonna enjoy watching some of the games and closing out the baseball season here.
Yeah, you got me coming into the playoffs, picking the Rays early to make the World Series. Didn't pick them to win the World Series, and I'm still not going to. I have no problem with the Rays winning. I mean, the fact that a team with the payroll they have and playing baseball the right way, they've won games with solid pitching, great defense. At times where they've needed the bats, they've arrived. And it's been kind of a fun little run for him. I love Guillen as the manager, running the show there. He's a Tampa guy. Grew up down here, went to school down here. At that time there was no team here, so for him to wind up in a managerial role in his hometown is pretty rad. But I see the Dodgers who found a way to fall behind to the Braves early and to make that push to come back and take that in the fashion they did with the not quite walk-off homer but close. If they can catch some momentum here early, I don't think it's going to be a very long series. Unfortunately, eventually it comes down to that. That's true. Cash, the head coach, also from Tampa as well. So it's a pretty cool system they have down here, and it's got to be one of the best front offices in baseball to be able to draft the way they do and with as little money as they have do it. I think that there comes a point where that money helps a lot. And unfortunately, in these championship scenarios, I think we're going to see one of the scenarios where the Dodgers finally get their hardware again.
The Rays almost kind of remind me of the KC Royals that year. Like they just and that was the year where the Orioles made it to the ALCS, and I was like, is this actually going to be a thing? And then the Royals just smoked them, small balled them, and outpitched the hell out of them. That's kind of what the Rays have done. They kind of remind me of that Royals team, because really, I mean, if we're being honest, that year the Orioles and Royals were the teams in the championship series. Neither of them belonged there, and now they're
was just Major League Baseball is watching that ALCS going, what the hell happened?
Going, what the
like how did we give all these teams the players that we gave them, and this is what we get.
What is that? What is
that?
like that was just, they're going like, what? Like, how did we?
What the hell is even that?
They had no clue. They had no clue how it got to that point. This
one wasn't quite that bad, but
the Rays
two really great championship series to lead up to the World Series.
Yeah,
that was exciting.
No doubt, Matt. Your thoughts on the World Series here?
I was half right in my prediction. I think I said A's Dodgers because, like an idiot, I thought the A's would finally get over the hump. But hey, the Dodgers have like a nice early '90s Buffalo Bills thing going.
Don't feel bad. I had the Cubbies, so
that's true. I think in our preseason thing, I think Sean, you and I both had the Phillies going pretty far. So
yeah, we did.
Really good call on that.
Spadudios.
So the third time in 4 years that the Dodgers are in the series, I think it's bound to finally click. I hope it doesn't. I am pulling for the Rays just because, I like the small market team. And while Tampa Bay has their annoying title town, so will LA with the Lakers winning. So,
That's true.
Either way, we're just kind of screwed on that.
Theirs will be more annoying.
Right. So I'm going with the less annoying one with the Rays. Hopefully, just want to see a good series here, but I think it'll be over by like Tuesday. What would have been fun is if they just did like double headers, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then if there's a game 7 on Friday.
Done. Yeah, just done. Get it over with.
Well, like back in the day, if you ever watch the old home run derbies and World Series on like ESPN Classic, they were like afternoon game. And it was like middle of the week. It was like Tuesday afternoon, like World Series games. And I think they did a couple of or like at least one afternoon game when the Cubs made the World Series. Like it was just cool to see. It was like a neat throwback. But Tampa. I don't feel like Tampa will get real annoying with their title town until. If the Buccaneers with Brady, like then that like annoying swagger will probably come out. But yeah, LA could get pretty bad here.
Don't forget the Rams are 4-2 as well, so they also have that ability to.
And the Chargers, and I'm not saying the Chargers have a shot of really going deep, but like since they made that quarterback change, that offense is playing in a whole different way than we expected him to, and the defense isn't too shabby either. Could you imagine the hellfire from the sports world if the Dodgers win the World Series, Lakers win the NBA title, and then the Chargers and Rams somehow both go deep into the playoffs? Like it could get real annoying for sports fans.
Well, the good news is the Kings aren't gonna. That's the good news.
Yes. The Kings will always. Except for those couple of years, like where they won 2 Stanley Cups in 3 years.
I was gonna say if they can find a couple former Flyers, maybe they'll put something together.
Huddle Up Podcast is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?